Hi, this is Adrian, the Gut Geek. I'm here with some more strategies for helping you get your shit together. And I'm still here in Bolivia, La Paz, in a beautiful little park here in the city. And today and next week, I'm going to be focusing on weight loss, and specifically how to remove 4 big obstacles that can kill your weight loss. Now, the task of weight loss can be super difficult. There's so much conflicting advice out there. You're probably feeling disappointed that stuff you've tried before doesn't work. Maybe you're thinking, I've tried everything, nothing works. You're feeling disillusioned, overwhelmed, confused. I know it's really hard to stay positive. Let me tell you a bit about my story. Now, I had really bad gut problems for years. I had a lot of pain, discomfort, a lot of diarrhea. I had no control over my own weight during that time. Now, in 2013, I focused all my energies on fixing my gut, and that worked. And then in 2014, I did a controlled cycle of weight gain and loss as part of a natural bodybuilding program. Now, you don't have to be interested in bodybuilding at all to get my point here. But what the takeaway here is, check this out. So in 7 months, I managed to gain 10 kilos, that's 22 pounds of muscle and fat. And then in just 2 months, I lost 9 kilos, so that's 20 pounds, in a controlled diet, not a crash diet, a very controlled diet. And during that time, I went from between 10% and 16% body fat. Now, I'm going to share the weekly statistics that I recorded as I went along through that process with you so you can see. Now, my point is that you can have the same control over your weight using these strategies that I'm going to be talking about. It's a question of deciding and knowing that you can get to the body weight and the body composition. By body composition, I mean how much body fat you've got and how much muscle you've got. You can get to that using these strategies with just a little bit of geeky homework, a little bit of science, and a little bit of work. Now, if you're determined to get to the body that you want, and you're willing to do a little bit of work, this process is for you. Now, if you're happy with kind of a hit and miss approach to your body weight, your body composition, then this is probably not for you. Okay, now what a lot of people don't realize in all the noise about weight control is that there are 2 key elements. There is the quality of the food that you eat, and there is the quantity of the food that you eat. And it might seem obvious now that I'm saying it, but a lot of diets only focus on one or the other of these 2 elements. And if you use one of those diets that only focuses on one and not both, you could well get weight loss and weight control for a while, but in the end it's not going to be sustained, it's not going to be lasting. And what we're after here is weight control that you're in charge of for the rest of your life, not just a crash diet to get you looking better for the beach this summer, but to get you to the weight that you want to be at and the look that you want for the rest of your life. Okay, and this is how to do it. So mistake number 1 is not focusing on both quality and quantity of the food that you eat. Let me give you some examples of diets that focus primarily on quantity. For example, some of the big ones are the Weight Watchers program, meal replacement systems like Slim Fast. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm certainly not saying that you can't get benefit out of those diets, and particularly with the group elements that some of those systems involve, the group support, that can be really valuable, so that you're not doing this stuff on your own. But if you're relying on a diet that involves for example, meal replacements, which is really just processed food, then you're not supporting the health of your gut. And as I'll get onto in a second, that's going to cause you problems in the long term. Okay, some other diets, which is the other way around, focus particularly on quality but not quantity. I would include within that the paleo diet, where they don't really like to count calories, or the South Beach diet. And this is where it gets confusing for people, because they say, okay, I'm eating clean, I'm eating paleo, but I'm still overweight. What's going on? That's because you need to get more geeky, more scientific about the quantity that you're eating, because it's very easy with guesswork to get it wrong. It's very easy to undereat, and when you undereat, sometimes you can end up slowing down your metabolism and making it very difficult to get rid of that stubborn fat, the love handles around the middle or on your thighs, wherever it is for you. Or it's very easy to guess and just just be eating a little bit too many calories every day. Okay. But next week I'm going to be talking about particular strategies on how to hit the right quantity of food. So today I'm just focusing on the quality. So this takes me on to mistake number 2 that people make, is not taking care of our gut first. This is the first preliminary, absolute number 1 step that you need to make if you're going to get your weight under control long term. Okay. How do you do that? Or first of all, let me just reiterate why it's so important, okay? So more and more scientific studies are showing now that there is a link between the gut flora, so this is the bacteria, the friendly bacteria in your gut, and whether or not you are overweight. So people who are obese have different gut flora. Basically, they have unhealthy gut flora. So if you think of it like an ecosystem inside you, some people describe it as like the rainforest, because it's very biodiverse, it's rich in life. Kind of, it feels weird that you've got all this stuff living inside of you, but you do accept it, and it's really crucial to this project of losing weight. Okay, you need to get a nice, happy rainforest ecosystem in there, and the studies are showing that people who are obese and overweight have the wrong balance of gut flora. Okay, so you need to fix your gut flora, and that will help you get your weight under control, because the studies also show that these bad bacteria, so when you get the balance wrong and the bad bacteria start to overwhelm the good bacteria, this feeds your cravings, so it makes it harder for you to control your weight. And also because the health of the gut is so closely tied up to the health of your body, you need your gut to be in optimum condition in order then for your body to be in the best possible condition for weight control to then become easy. So the gut geek strategy that I'm telling you, okay, is to give yourself 6 months on a paleo diet in order to get your gut into a better state, and then get on to the question of fine-tuning the amount of calories that you eat, which I'll talk about next week. Okay, so the paleo diet is one that I particularly recommend for getting the health of your gut sorted out, because it helps to give your gut a complete reset by cutting your starchy carbohydrates right down for a time, which helps to restore balance. Now, I'm not saying that you need to do that for the rest of your life. I'm saying ideally try it for 6 months, and that will give your gut a chance to reset. And then from there, you can go with the other strategies for getting the quantity of your food exactly right and get your body composition exactly where you want. Now, let me just give you a couple of quick pointers of how to get started with paleo. There are lots of different versions of the paleo diet. It can be confusing. There are lots of arguments about what the cavemen used to eat or what they didn't eat. I recommend, just if you're just starting out right now, check out Mark Sisson's Primal Blueprint. That's a really good version of the paleo diet. It's really fun and easy to follow. And okay, here's the good part, right? You're going to start feeling better straight away. So for all of us, we're all impatient. We want results straight away. You're going to start noticing the difference immediately. Now, it might be, first of all, just initially feeling better and having more energy. Then it will probably be losing weight as well. But more importantly, what I'm saying to you is there's an underlying change to your gut that's going to help you, really going to help you long term. And this is not an overnight change. It takes at least 6 months. If you don't want to try paleo, or if you tried it and it's not for you, there are other ways to take care of your gut. So check out my video, How to Fix Your Digestion in 5 Easy Steps. You need to subscribe to my mailing list in order to get access to that. I'll put a link to this below. Yeah, so you'll get strategies there which are not necessarily in any way dependent on you adopting a, quotes, paleo diet, which will help you to restore balance to your gut. And then you'll be ready to move on to the next phase of this process, which is getting the exact quantity of your calories right. Now, be advised, the conventional wisdom in the paleo community is that you don't need to count calories. That's fine for a lot of people. You're likely to lose a lot of weight and feel a lot better doing the paleo diet anyway without counting calories. But I'm telling you that that's not the end of the story. If you really want the control over your body, or if you've tried other things and you just don't get the right results, or if you've tried paleo and maybe you've lost some weight but you want to lose more, or perhaps you're gaining weight again, whatever. If you want sustainable and precise control of your body composition, your body weight, we need to get onto the quantity of the calories as well, and I'll be talking more about that next week. Cool. So look forward to catching up with you next week. More good shit then.